Yamaha's new XSR700 speaks to me because it wasn't so long ago I was the target demographic for this bike. I spent my high school years hanging out at motorcycle shops looking at the boxy outlines of then discarded Japanese relics collecting dust in the back corners of showrooms. At the time, the renaissance of the 1970s UJM was still a few years away. I loved the style of those old Japanese machines. I pictured myself with a bike of my own, covered in grease and working late nights in my parents' garage to bring it back. When it finally kicked to life, I dreamed I would ride away with the girl on the back. It would be like when Adrian Grenier rode through the halls of his high school in The Adventures of Sebastian Cole. The only problem was I didn't know how to work on bikes, nor did I have a girl, let alone the girl, and let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, I am no Adrian Grenier. Needless to say, I like the idea of bikes that pay homage to their roots. The XSR700 shares similarities to the stylistic lines that defined a generation of machines while being powered and controlled by modern, reliable technology. Bikes like these allow new riders to get into the sport with a motorcycle that pleases the eye and encompasses the essence of cool. The Yamaha XSR700. At first glance, the XSR700 looks damn near identical mechanically to the XSR7. Both bikes share the same chassis and engine, a 689 cubic centimeters parallel twin that makes a claimed 74 horsepower and 50 foot-pounds of torque. On paper, it looks as though there are minor differences between the two bikes' rake and wheelbase numbers, but Yamaha assures me that this is not the case. According to Yamaha, the difference in the data is due to minor discrepancies when collecting the measurements, such as the rear wheel adjusted differently or the softer suspension on the XSR7. Much of what we already know about the XSR7 carries over to the XSR700. But it's important to note that for 2018 the XSR7 will receive its own set of changes, the first of which is a new name. In order to simplify international naming conventions, the FZ line of bikes will be redubbed with the MT prefix, to match their European counterparts. While the fundamentals of the two machines are the same, the XSR700 sets itself apart in three main ways: style, ergonomics, and suspension. These are the changes you can expect should you decide to opt for an XSR700 over an MT-07. Style. If this bike looks familiar, it should. The XSR700 has been available in Europe since 2016 and it receives its classically inspired styling cues from its bigger brother, the XSR900, which we reviewed last year. Just as the XSR900 was built on the same chassis of Yamaha's wildly popular naked sport bike, the XZ09, the XSR700's DNA stems from the XZ07. The XSR's heritage styling is its most notable differentiating